So, of course, Rings of Power started shooting and they were renewed. And so it looks like there are three new actors that are from Andor Season 2. And we're just going to go through it and see what's new. We're going to talk, I guess, a little bit about rumors, and we'll see what's up. So one thing I think it's important to note, and a lot of times I've said it, and I guess I'm going to say it again, is that the idea that Rings of Power is going to be canceled before the end of the 5th season has never really crossed my mind. Number one reason for that is because the whole thing pretty much is Jeff Bezos's baby. So he can afford to lose money on every single season, essentially. So I'm not really surprised when they renew it. So I think before I go through the article, the most interesting choice is the kid from Stranger Things who plays one of the main nemesis of 11 and such. So I think that's a very interesting choice for season 3. And it seems like the new cast, they're able to attract easily very good actors, which is not surprising. I'm sure they pay pretty well. Okay, so I'm just going to go through one article from Movie Guide, and it's from Michaela Gordoni. So, 3 new cast members just joined Lord of the Rings, Rings of Power Season 3. British actors Andrew Richardson, Zubin Varla, and Adam Young will join Jamie Campbell Bower and Eddie Marsan as new cast members on the Prime series Deadline, reported on June 12th. Amazon hasn't announced who will play who, but there is some speculation that Richardson will portray a sea captain in his 20s. Varla did voice work in season 2, which may or may not hint at who he may play. And Bauer is set to play a handsome knight, while Marsan is expected to play someone boisterous and boorish with a Scottish accent. And if I'm correct, I believe Bauer is the gentleman from Stranger Things. As with other seasons, J.D. Payne and Patrick McKay will serve as the executive producers and showrunners. What can be said? Continuing on with the article, Lindsay Weber, writer Justin Doble, Kate Hazel, and director Charlotte Brandstrom will also executive produce. Sana Hamry, Stephen Schwartz will direct alongside Brandstrom. Richardson is known for his roles in Extrapolations and The Last OG. He's also set to star in Peacock's Ponies, IGN reported. The show is presently filming at Amazon's MGM Studios UK production hub, Shepperton Studios. So I'm not really quite sure what to make of the general direction of season 3 of Rings of Power. So I didn't really pay attention in Feb, but I'm going to go ahead and take a quick look at their Instagram and the brief synopsis of the direction they were headed. The Rings of Power Season 3. Jumping forward several years from the events of Season 2. Season 3 takes place at the height of the War of the Elves and Sauron, as the Dark Lord seeks to craft the One Ring that will give him the edge he needs to win the war and conquer all Middle-earth at last. So I think essentially for this to really be good, and when I say good in terms of like going forth season 3, 4, 5, they would really have to retcon everything. I don't know that at this point, and I have to say, especially with some of the stuff that they did in season 2, even despite the fact that I had criticism for season 1, I think really a lot of the stuff that they did in season 2, I found even more problematic, to be quite honest. So what I'm hoping that by doing this jump, they're going to do some retconning. So I hope the real purpose is not just to have Sauron war with the elves, but they want to try to clean up some previous compression. Maybe that's what they're trying to do. Don't know. So season 3's plot details are under wraps, but it will feature a time jump. The logline says that the show jumps forward several years from the events of season 2. Season 3 takes place at the height of the War of the Elves and Sauron, as the Dark Lord seeks to craft the One Ring that will give him the edge he needs to win the war and conquer all Middle-earth at last. My first question, and I've been waiting up until now, and I'll finish reading the article. How is it he's able to wage war when in season 2 they had the orcs kill Sauron? How is this that we've bridged the gap from the orcs killing Sauron to now the orcs will be led by Sauron? Season 2 ended with the elves preparing for war against Sauron and his army. The show is one of the most expensive series ever made, and Amazon MGM Studios is making the show available for syndication to third parties. It's doing the same for Citadel, Countdown, and Butterfly. My only question about the pricing, to be quite honest, in the age of AI, especially some of the recent stuff we've seen this year, is that high price point really necessary at the level it is right now? And if you're going to have that high a price point, could you hire more actors? And I'm not being funny, because last season, like some of the fight scenes, the amount of people, the extras that they had were a bit scant. So we want premium pricing because it's a premium product. Season 1 of The Rings of Power was the biggest TV series premiere in the history of Prime Video. And Season 1 was the most watched returning season ever on Prime Video at the time. Ultimately, it depends on the partner and where they plan to place it, said the company's distribution head, Chris Ottinger. If someone wants it for Thursday at 8 p.m., a Prime slot, I expect top dollar. Amazon hasn't announced Season 3's release date yet, but it follows the same pattern as the previous seasons. It will likely arrive by August 2026. And that's based on Games Radar reports.